Hey folks, I'm going to do a quick breakdown of this geocache I've been working on. If you're into geocaching, it might look different than what you're used to finding. If you're not into geocaching, get into it, because it's probably one of the coolest outdoor activities you can get away with doing these days. A little bit of an overview on the work. All these are done in silver Sharpie, all the numbers. Tops covered with numbers. These numbers go from 1 to 35, nothing over that. Nothing crazy on the backside. It's gonna go up against a tree, I think. Started using cables to hang it on the tree because it makes all the hippies happy. When we get to the bottom, we're going to notice one of our big clues here. The name of this cache is called the Mad Hatter, and as such, the bottom of this is covered with battery hats. One common feature you might recognize is that they're in pairs, right? In the cache description, there's going to be directions on pairing up a set of 9-volt batteries, just like this. So, let's start. What we're trying to do is get something to come up on that LCD. Ideally, something that's going to let us open up the locked box. So, we'll start here, up underneath, and I'll start plugging batteries in. Plug them into a couple different battery hats. No reaction. So I'll keep plugging and playing, trying to figure out what combination works the best. And here's a good forewarning: if you intend to go after this cache, if you're local, I'm going to probably let you guys in on a little secret. So if you still want to have fun with it, just make sure you stop watching. Okay, so when I do finally find the correct combination of battery hats, I'm going to hear and see a couple things happen. Right there, the cache is starting to make a little bit of noise. And now my LCD is lit with a 3-number combination: 0, 3, 15, and 27. Okay, now what I'd expect people to do right off the bat is attempt to open that padlock, right? That makes the most sense, I think. So they might give it a little tug. Nothing crazy. So let's try a couple different combinations. We'll go the most obvious: 3, 15, 27. No results. So we'll try 27, 3, 15. We'll just mix it up. So 27, 3, 15. Nope. So probably try out a couple different combinations, finding out that none of them are going to open up the padlock. With that being said, we have to find a solution for this, right? So what are we going to do? Right? A lot of times these gadget caches, as they're called, have a lot of exterior features on them that can point you in the right direction. This does have features on it, but you have to be very, very aware of what you're trying to look for. So the bottom line of this is that I'm still going to use that 3-digit combination. I am not going to use it in the sequence that you guys see displayed. However, I'm going to start exploring the outside of this box to try to find the correct combination. Looking at the outside, we see a couple 03s, I see 2 27s and 1 15 here, 2 15s, right? So you can try a couple different things and touch the box. If you guys can't see it in the camera very well, it's pretty pretty straightforward that it's just a wood box. But we'll try a couple different things. We'll touch the combination. Nothing's happening over here. We can come over here. Same thing, got a couple of 03s. 27, 15, nothing crazy there. Still no reaction on the box, no sound, nothing going on like that. So, come back to the front of the box, which highly likely that the folks in my neighborhood are gonna start at the front anyways. But say they go after this and they go for the combination as it's displayed. They'll touch it. Oh, got a little bit of a change here. So I was letting my hand down, seeing if I get any reaction out of it, and I've done something that made the LCD say, "We're all mad here." Okay, notice that the LCD changes backlit too. Now it's backlit to red, which is a good indicator for our process on kind of decoding the combination as well. So we try something else. Okay, I touched close to the 15, so maybe that's part of it. So there's a 03 down here, right? I touched a 03, oh, it went red again. Now it says Mad Hatter. Okay, now what else? We got a 27 up here, nothing there. And we have a 27 down here. So I touched the 27 down there. So 15, 03, 27 is obviously not the right combination, because now it's displaying no way, and this is still locked up. Okay, so let's try this. We'll do 03 as it was, Mad Hatter. Let's try 27. Now it gives us just a touch of madness. Okay, and then 15 again, all red, and now it says no way again. Okay, so we're getting closer. We got the buttons. At least we have something that's giving us feedback. So let's try the last combination, or the one that's going to work at least. We can try 27. Ooh, we got a green screen now. And if you guys can't read that, it says, "Do you believe it is possible?" See if I can get that to come up. Cool. So, do you believe it's possible? All of these are quotes taken from the Mad Hatter. I may have altered them a little bit in order to fit them on the screen, but the gist is there. So we'll try 15. Touch 15, and it says, "Never lose your muchness." And finish it with 03, and it says, "Just in time for tea." And then it flashes, "You got it." And look at that. The box is open, and we have access to our geocache. You might take a hard look at that wire job because it's pretty garbage. However, I stopped caring after probably 80,000 hours of doing some solid work on this. So with that, we'll take a look in the cache first, and then I'll break down what you guys have on the outside, or the lid of it. In here, pretty nifty idea. I've never seen it before, but the whole box on the inside's painted white. Those are wires in there. On here it says, "This is a log, just a little bit flatter. Thank you for playing. Signed, the Mad Hatter." So my intention here is to not include a logbook, but to provide a marker and have people design the inside of this cache for me. I think that's pretty creative. The locking mechanism is a little bit different than what I tried last time. It's really just a right angle bar and a metal geared servo. A pretty garbage job there. I broke it up a couple times, but a metal gear servo with an aluminum horn, which is this part right here, to kind of keep it nice and sturdy. The bunch of the wires right there, I kind of misjudged my lengths for my LCD, but it's going into an Arduino Uno inside of that project box with a piezo speaker up here. So I just touched one of the switches. If you're not familiar with the way this works, we have a switch here, and I'm going to get the servo to function doing this, but I have a switch in that green wire, I have a switch in this yellow wire, and I violated it. and I have a switch in this blue wire. Okay, the locking mechanism, I think I've put it up on Facebook before, but again, just 2 right angle bars that are offset in order to provide an illusion of it being locked using a padlock. So real quick, the right combination, so you see the servo. Uh-oh. The process here is called capacitance touch. And that's how I'm getting it to function with just 1 wire. Cool enough. So when we're done with the cache, everything's happy. All we're going to do is close the door, press firmly, and I might include directions on doing this as well. But when we're done with it, the directions will say touch the hat that doesn't quite fit. As you can see here, all of these are paired except that one battery hat, and that's capacitance touch as well. So that locks it, and the closing phrase, very obviously, if it focuses. Patience. Crazier things to come. Okay, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. If you guys want ideas or have ideas on ridiculous stuff that I can waste more time on, feel free to let me know. Thanks for playing.